Howdy, I am back with video 2. This one is specifically, girl, about Black women's health, and just having a good gab about that and kind of give you an update of, um, what's going on with me. I can tell you that I'm starting to feel a little different, not a lot different, but a little different about the whole procedure and everything. I did go ahead. I think I told you guys that already. But if I didn't, I'll tell you now. I went ahead and hired a nursing agent. So I will have a private duty nurse or nurses, plural, that will be with me for the first 2 weeks after my surgery. So they'll be here 24 hours a day. They'll be here with me and stuff to make sure everything is okay. Okay. But I went ahead and made that investment because I've spoken with other people who have had this procedure done, and they explained their recovery process and things they wish they had, things they wish they did. And so I went ahead and put things in place so that I'm okay and I'm good to go. Well, I also did another thing with my health, and the difference is that this will be a sub um content. Like, I'm gonna be doing a playlist on it, so that people can get to it, they can watch it, they can hear the information, and then make their decision from there. So, what I'll be talking to you about today, it is the whole menopause side effects of symptoms of menopause, excuse me, and what I did about them. So, I began having menopausal symptoms a bit ago. I keenly remember. I'm not kidding you. It was on my mom's birthday last year. I'm cleaning and everything. It was on a Sunday. And baby, I had a hot flash that had me in a chokehold. Do you hear me? Honey, I'm running back and forth. I'm like, maybe the ceiling fan not working. Girl, I done ran, cut the ceiling fan on, and I'm like, why I'm not even feeling the breeze or nothing. Girl, I done ran back there to my room. I cut the ceiling fan on. Girl, I done laid on the bed. I'm still sweating. Girl, I run back to, I look at the thermostat like, is my air out? I need to call somebody. I need to get on the phone and call somebody to come on out, to see what's going on with my HVAC system. Girl, I am sweating, and it is starting to pour. Girl, I am sweating, sweating. Honey, I just want to rip my skin off. I want to rip my clothes off. Girl, I am sitting there. I had done grabbed the magazine off my coffee table, girl. I done started fanning with that, and girl, I swear, the more I'm fanning, it's like I can't even feel the breeze from me fanning. And honey, it just came to me so gentle and subtle. I tell people this. I'm telling you, it was my mom, because all I heard was, "Girl, you're having a hot flash. You're having a hot flash, honey." The way I laughed, honey, I laughed and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed because that was the introduction of the hot flashes. So, and after then, I could only count two more, but I started making adjustments. I decreased my caffeine intake. I decreased my sugar. So I don't have real intense menopausal symptoms like I used to. Well, here's another one, a symptom people didn't tell me about. It is the intense, you cannot overcome it, you can't distract yourself from it, sugar cravings. I am not a cake, pie, cookie person. That's just not my thing. I don't like candy. You I don't even like birthday cakes, to be honest with you. When people get me a birthday cake, they have no idea how little they know about me. I don't like I don't like cake itself. Well, see, around March, you see something happen. All of a sudden, it started out small, wanting little stuff. Like, oh, I get a Debbie cake. Oh, I get a honey bun. Something like that. Oh, I get a donut. Something small. Honey, that has evolved into an insatiable craving for cookies, pies, cakes, brownies, anything baked goods. I'm here for it. Red velvet cake. Honey, you name it, I want it. Honey, like that darn Shirley Caesar song. You name it. You name it. Honey, I wanted them darn sweets, honey. I could shake a table, honey. But anyway, so I've noticed these severe stop in the middle of driving. I'm gonna pull over at a gas station. I'm gonna find me something sweet. Okay. Anyway, and so that lead to consequences and results. So even though I have my workout regimen with my kettlebells, my dumbbells, my jump roping, and all of that, right? So my average size, no matter what, I weigh between I wear 12 to 14. That's it. Size 12 to size 14. That's it. That's been my size forever, right? And then I'm tall, so I'm just lean, right? No, since the cake and pie situation, honey, I have swelled myself to getting real close, or maybe I would wear it if I bought them, but I won't buy them to size 16. Okay. And keep in mind, this sister girl talk. You can't take sister girl talk. Please cut off. Now, if you know, you know, bras are not cheap. Okay. Bras are not cheap. So you're paying 45, 35. Well, the cheapest bra you're gonna find probably like $35. 35, 40, 45, $50 per bra. So you're having to change all your bras, and then you want your underwear to match your bras. So you see this money is adding up, right? And I'm still not putting these cakes and pies down. Okay. And so finally, I have tried everything I can, to make adjustments, change. I talked to my doctor and he's like, this is 100% because of menopause. This isn't uncommon for women to experience while they're going through menopause. This is one of the lesser discussed symptoms. And I didn't know. I knew that decreasing the sugar would stop the hot flashes, right? But I didn't know the high consumption of sugar changes the pH balance everywhere. So if you're not smart, your little arms gonna start smelling crazy, your little feet gonna start smelling crazy. Girl, you are not gonna girl, ma'am, should, girl. So I was like, I have to do something. So I made a decision to start Ozempic. And I started Ozempic on yesterday. Okay. So let's talk about my GLP journey. And that's what this little sub playlist would be about, my GLP journey. So I gave you some back information to explain how I got to this. So my main decision for choosing Ozempic, I needed to do something about the intense sugar cravings because I can't even describe it to you. You cannot stop it on your own. I've done cleanses, I've done detoxes, all of this stuff to diminish this craving for sugar. You can't. It is just something going on in your body with the menopause. So I did my first Ozempic yesterday, and at first it was nothing. It was like, okay, whatever, right? But that was 11 o'clock in the morning. And then you fast forward to like 3:30, 5 o'clock. All of a sudden, I am feeling nauseous. I don't feel good. I feel really weak and faint. I didn't know what was going on with my body. Do you hear me? So I remember, what my doctor said, to stop the nausea. So I realized I was dehydrated. So the more dehydrated you are when you do the Ozempic, you are going to have more intense side effects. So yesterday I was just so nauseous and sick. So I went ahead, I did some saltine crackers, I did some zero sugar body armor, I did some electrolytes. I did all of that to try to deal with this intense nausea and how I felt. and then I noticed I really wasn't hungry. That's stuck out for me immediately because I was like, by now, I would have had me some chips. I would have had me some brownies. I would have had at least eaten something. You get what I'm saying? I would have eaten a couple times by now. No, I didn't have an appetite. So when I did decide, notice the word I said, when I did decide to eat because I had no appetite, I ate something I normally ate and it made my symptoms worse. So I called my doctor and thank God they let me just call and harass him when I feel like it. And he was like, the thing about Ozempic, especially if you didn't get the off, you're not doing something generic. If you try to eat something unhealthy, you start having side effects. He was like, "That's why people really take it. It's because if you try to eat anything high fat, saturated fats, or anything like that, it's going to make your side effects worse. That explains your headache, that explains your nausea, and you not being properly hydrated." Sure enough, so I went to sleep last night. I went to sleep with a headache. So finally, um, this morning, I got up, I went ahead and did some more body armor, some saltines, and I did some oatmeal, just one packet of oatmeal. I tried to do some fruit, that was too much. So I had my oatmeal and then I decided, notice the word I said, I decided to eat lunch. And that was one of those cups of the chicken salad from Walmart. They have them in a 4-pack. So I got one of those. I had that and I put it into some lettuce and made a lettuce wrap with it. That was lunch, but still in the midst of all of that, I'm hydrating myself all day between water and zero sugar body armor drinks. Now, another thing, consumption of high sugar, it make your symptoms worse too. It make your side effects, excuse me, make them worse as well. And so today I feel much better because I'm not, girl, I threw away everything in my house that had any kind of sugar, fat, anything. Girl, do you hear me? Like, honey, I was dragging that darn garbage bag out to that dumpster so fast. You can't imagine how fast I was moving. Once he said that's what was causing my side effects, girl, I didn't want to have no relapses or anything, but the sugar cravings, the binge eating cravings, they're gone. So let's talk a little bit about how menopause causes you to have a higher stress level. And then you put on top of that stuff I'm dealing with already that are high stress level things for me. So I have my own health stuff going on. Then on top of that, dealing with menopause, which your stress level, energy level are crazy. They're not normal, and then still trying to process grief. I'm still not even at the 1 year mark for my dad. So you put all of that together, and then I have something else going on too. But you put all of that together, and it created this perfect storm in my life that impacted my appetites. And so after consulting with my doctor, I went ahead and made the decision to do it. Now, most people, of course, they want to know about the cost associated with it. If your doctor has recommended this and you have a good relationship with your doctor, not someone you just met somewhere or something weird, but this is my doctor I've been seeing for years, right? And you have this conversation with them. And not only did I have the conversation with him, once I he said something to me about it, he took a couple weeks to go back and do additional research on his own to make sure he provided me with adequate information. Then I came back in, did another consult with him. We had a conversation about what works for me and why this is the method or treatment he wanted to do for me, right? So if you're going through your provider and they provide you the prescription for it, depending on your insurance, you would just pay a copay. Well, due to my insurance, I don't have a copay for my medicine. right? I don't have a copay. So it doesn't cost me anything out of pocket. I don't pay to see my doctor. I don't pay. So it basically is for me, it was free. Now I have spoken with other people and their copay, it's $100 every time they have to get it. And so you're supposed to get it every week, right? Now, $100 a week may not be in the budget for some people. You get what I'm saying? That may not, but I wouldn't advise you to do it without the care, support, and recommendation of your doctor. That's just, my 2 cents and a quarter on it. I wouldn't have done it if it hadn't been a recommendation or a conversation multiple times with my doctor doing intense research and follow up and being able to provide me answers to questions I had for him. He just didn't dismiss them. He like, "You know what? Let me give you another follow-up appointment, and when you come back, we can discuss it then." So I appreciate that. So making sure my doctor was providing education in, within the care itself. Now I just wouldn't go, looking for somebody virtual. You don't know them. They haven't done any labs on you. They haven't done anything. You have no hormone level numbers. You have no numbers about anything. You're just, doing something. I don't recommend that. I'm just saying. So the key takeaways, if this is something that your doctor recommend and you begin doing, then you need to make sure even before you get your first one that you are hydrated well. If I were you, I would start increasing, intake of your water and everything leading up to it and continue that health pattern of being very hydrated all through your process. Number two, get rid of everything in your house, fat, high sugar, high fat, get rid of it. Everything in your house, protein, 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 nutrient, nutrient, nutrient. Stick to that. Try to stay as low sugar as possible because you're going to feel like crap if you ingest high sugar anything. I found that the let me see, where is it? Canada Dry, what is this? Canada Dry 7.5 milliliters is what I sip on for the gin. Girl, I'm just black. Okay. I think that's a habit. You notice I said I went and got some ginger ale and some saltine crackers, girl. Nothing was missing but young and restless. That's all. But if you know, you know. If you know, girl, gal, if you know, you know. Okay. But and I'm gonna do another part too. I'll let you all see that. But I did get the Canada Dry 7.5 milliliter, the little mini sodas that you can get. And I got those and I keep it really cold, when I get nauseous or I felt like I was getting indigestion or something, my little Canada Dry and my little saltines. So that I have those. For my headache, it goes away if I stay hydrated. In the meantime, I got the Motrin Tylenol combo that they sell, and I only needed one of those, and I was fine. So today is a better day, much better day. Now, the reason why I mentioned the bras, girl, weight gain, you have to buy new clothes. That include underclothes. Girl, please. Them jokers, honey. As soon as I get down a little bit, honey, them jokers going right to the Goodwill, almost brand spanking new. Cause I was like, no, I ain't buying. That's too expensive to be replaced, and I done gone too far. And I think that was the breaking point when I saw I had to get bigger bras. Girl, I was like, I done gone too far. I got to do something about this immediately. And before I even got to lament and complain, my doctor was like, "You remember this conversation we had about your sugar cravings?" Yeah, so it's just day one, so I'll keep you all posted. Each week I go, I'm gonna come back with an update. about how did it go? How are my symptoms going? How's my weight loss going? Is it making any other difference? The main thing I praise God for is I am no longer being consumed and tormented with intense sugar cravings. I am so thankful that I am no longer binge eating as well. I am very thankful for that. Very thankful for that. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.